Good morning and welcome to World of Sport Replay with your host, Peter Donegan.
Certainly is a hard act to follow, the singing footballers. Good morning, everyone, and we'll do our best here on World of Sport Replay this morning. And our thanks once again to Sandy Roberts, full of a cold, but still doing a marvellous job, Sandy, and Kevin Bartlett for Junior Supporters Club. Well, as Sandy said, it's a big day in sport here on Channel 7. We have World of Sport Replay for the next hour, then World of Sport incorporating, of course, the Kim Hughes press conference live from Perth at about midday. And then shortly after 2 o'clock, we'll be taking you live to the Lakeside Oval for the Army Reserve Cup match between Footscray and Fitzroy. So a big day. Hope you can stay with us. We'll be taking a look at racing yesterday from Moonee Valley, greyhound racing and harness racing in the next hour or so. So hope we can manage to find you a winner for the next week or the coming months ahead. But more immediate things, let's go back to last night here on 7 and the Tats Lotto draw number 399. Division 1 prize pool was over $1.839 million. And there are the numbers you need for a share in the big prize. 3, 5, 12, 21, 27 and 32, with the supplementary number being 4. And in Super 66 last night, over $460,000 in the pool there, as drawn by Ding Dong here on 7. And the numbers were 3, 9, 0, 5, 3 and 1. The best of luck with those numbers in Tats Lotto and Super 66. Well, it certainly was a good day for punters at Moonee Valley yesterday, and we'll be back to take a look at the action after this break. Melbourne yesterday with the 8-race program, 3 favourites successful, but several well-backed runners, and in fact the longest price winner of the day was 8-1, and that was IKEA in the 7th event. Let's have a look at the opening race, the Federal Hurdle, over 3,000 metres. The popular pick was Here We Come. Here's the accurate one, Bill Collins.
Mansion Downs was first out. Here We Come a length away last, and they settle down to the first now, and our Demas led over it. From on the outside now, Dawn Brigade joining it from Mansion Downs, a length Bon Brummel, 2 to Rudor, and a length and a half Here We Come. Here's the second obstacle now, and over that Dawn Brigade a half-hour Demas, 3 parts to Mansion Downs, a length Bon Brummel who's fighting for his head. 4 lengths away Rudor, being ridden well back today, and a length and a half to Here We Come. Dawn Brigade led round the turn at the 800 about a length and a quarter now to Mansion Downs, 2.5 to our Demas, 3 lengths to Bon Brummel, 3 lengths away came Rudor, and a couple to Here We Come. The double up by the school, and Dawn Brigade led half-length Mansion Downs, who had a good look at it. A length and a half our Demas, 2 away then Bon Brummel, 2 to Rudor, and a length and a half Here We Come. Dawn Brigade again going to half-length Mansion Downs at the one at the 400-metre mark. Third our Demas a length away. They're packing up a little now. 2 lengths further back Bon Brummel, a half Rudor to the outside, and 1.5 to Here We Come. On the turn the first time, about 2,100 to go, and the grey Dawn Brigade a little over a length Mansion Downs, 2 lengths away out Demas, a length to Rudor, Bon Brummel dropping back on the inside, and a length away Here We Come. Coming to the hurdle in the straight, Dawn Brigade the leader. Mansion Downs shifts to his inside, about a length behind him now. They were followed a length and a half further back by our Demas. Then Rudor. Here We Come moving up quickly on the outside, 3 deep, and a length away last is Bon Brummel. Out of the straight to the 1600, Dawn Brigade in front of a tightly bunched field. 3 parts to Mansion Downs, a length out Demas, and Here We Come out 3 deep. 1 away Rudor, and on the inside Bon Brummel. Down the hill to the first of the double at the 1400, and Dawn Brigade still led about a length out Demas the rails, and on the outside Mansion Downs. Here We Come about 4 deep, a half length away, and a length Rudor and Bon Brummel. 3 lengths covered them as they went over the second of that double, and Here We Come and Mansion Downs drew level with Dawn Brigade, and they clapped on a bit of speed now. 2.5 lengths away Rudor. Our Demas lost some ground, and 2 to Bon Brummel. Dawn Brigade led at the 1200, back where they started. Now a length to Mansion Downs, a length away Here We Come. 2 to Rudor, 2.5 our Demas, and a half Bon Brummel. Dawn Brigade slipped away, 3 in front coming to the double near the 1,000. Jumped it all right from Mansion Downs, a length and a half Here We Come. Rudor hard ridden, 2 away from Bon Brummel and our Demas. Going to the 900 corner, Dawn Brigade, the greys, got out 4 lengths in front of Mansion Downs. He's gone for the whip on it. 2 lengths to Here We Come, who's being hard ridden as they come up the side from Rudor and Bon Brummel, but Dawn Brigade a big lead coming to the double here. He's 4 or 5 lengths in front of Mansion Downs. They made a bit of ground on him there. 1 to Here We Come and 2 then to Bon Brummel. Dawn Brigade at the second last, still 2.5 lengths from Mansion Downs under the whip. A length Here We Come as they go to it. Oh, he hit it. Landed 2 in front, Dawn Brigade. Mansion Downs having everything thrown at it. A length Here We Come and a length Bon Brummel. On the turn, 300 out. Dawn Brigade could cause a boil over. It's a length and a half clear of Mansion Downs. And a length away, Here We Come, running on as they make the turn. Dawn Brigade getting a little weary now. Mansion Downs coming at it quickly with Here We Come. They've grabbed Dawn Brigade. Mansion Downs took the lead. Here We Come coming at it on the inside at the last. Mansion Downs just in front of Here We Come. Dawn Brigade nearly fell. Here We Come jumped it better, got a head in front. Here We Come just the leader from Mansion Downs, and Here We Come won at a half neck to Mansion Downs. 4 lengths to Dawn Brigade third from Bon Brummel and Rudor, and our DMAS pulled up at the last obstacle.
Ahead, the winning margin in favour of the first favourite. Here We Come, 6-4, Mansion Downs 9-4, Dawn Brigade after making the pace third at 25-1. The potential stay of stakes was the second race on the program over the metric mile, and I'm a Red Man, the popular pick at 7-4.
Racing. Caught them fairly well. One of the first out was Belmatic and Norgwin Force, ridden out of the barrier with the whip Fairy Saint, and another one, Danska. Then Papu and Lass going to the outside from King Canal, Barley Charlie dropping in behind them near the inside. Silver Wonder well back, and I'm a Red Man second last with Red Castle Cove. Round that first turn of they race, and Fairy Saint went through to lead a length to Norgwin Force, a length further back Rule the Planet third. Then followed Belmatic dropping in on the rails, and Silver Wonder out 3 deep. They were followed in the centre there, one being booted up still by Danska. King Canal racing very wide from Papu and Lass, a length and a half I'm a Red Man. It was followed by King Lucio and about 3 lengths to Red Castle Cove, and tailed off as Barley Charlie can't get out of its own road. At the 800-metre corner, and the leader Fairy Saint hard ridden about a neck in front of Norgwin Force. A length and a half Silver Wonder travelling pretty well from Rule the Planet. A length King Canal getting closer. I'm a Red Man pulled to the outside is next, and they're followed by Belmatic looking for a rails run from Danska at the head of the others, Papu and Lass. Norgwin Force took over at the 500, tackled by King Canal out wide, going up quickly. Rule the Planet's got out, but here's I'm a Red Man coming with a strong run round the outside of the field. At the 400, and the leader Norgwin Force, a half length King Canal. I'm a Redman moved up on the outside to join them and going very well. 2 to Rule the Planet, Fairy Saint, and now Belmatic getting out, but might be too late as I'm a Red Man strode to the lead on the corner from under the whip Norgwin Force, and they've shot away 2 lengths in front here from King Canal and Belmatic. I'm a Red Man took the lead with 100 to go and is coming away to a big win. I'm a Red Man in no danger of defeat, goes down to the line to win by 2 lengths to Norgwin Force. Belmatic and Fairy Saint. Belmatic got third just in front of Fairy Saint. King Canal weakened on its run next from King Lucio, and then Rule the Planet. Next Danska, followed by Red Castle Cove, Papu and Lass. Barley Charlie ran second last, and Silver Wonders knocked up the run last.
Pretty impressive win that by I'm a Red Man, the 7-4 favourite, covering ground, but still too good for Norgwin Force at 66s, and third was Belmatic at 6-1. In the Commonwealth Steeple, the third race on the card, 3,600 metres the journey, and the popular pick was the Jim Houlihan trained Brigade at 9-4.
Ready, and they're racing. Tengahari jumped in the air a little bit. The others began well. Brigade, Karina Mist and Waikato King among the early leaders from Casey Boy as they draw to the first obstacle. It's Brigade. Oh, he slipped coming to it. Brigade got over it okay, but dropped back to third. Casey Boy led Waikato King. Brigade easing in on the rails from Sing for Supper, Karina Mist, Tengahari. Then Mount Visco, and out wide is Hasty Manor and a length Glenleith. 6 lengths covered them only out of the straight, and about to go down the hill to the treble down the side of the track, and Casey Boy in front. A length Brigade now second, a length and a half Waikato King, Karina Mist fourth, and then Sing for Supper putting on a bit of speed down the hill. 3 lengths to Tengahari, and then Hasty Manor, Mount Visco and Glenleith. To the first of the treble, Casey Boy jumped it well. A length and a half, Karina Mist jumped wide, and Tengahari made a bit of a mess of it as they go over the second. And here's the last of this treble. Casey Boy ran very wide, but jumped it okay. Jumped the outside of it actually, and led about 3 lengths around the corner to Brigade, cutting back to the fence. A length and a half Waikato King, 4 to Sing for Supper, and they're out 8 lengths to Karina Mist. 2 away then came Hasty Manor from Tengahari, and they're followed by Glenleith, and 3 to Mount Visco. The double round near the 1,000, Casey Boy out about 3 in front over it from Brigade. 2 lengths Waikato King, a length Sing for Supper, and the second division's 10 lengths away as they go over the second of that double. Brigade again jumped poorly. Karina Mist headed the second division from Hasty Manor, 8 lengths to Tengahari, then Glenleith, and last of all Mount Visco. Up the side the first time now, there's a double up here by the 600, and the leader Casey Boy about 5 lengths in front of Brigade as he goes to the first of the double. Runs out at his fences, but jumped it okay. A length Waikato King, 3 or 4 to Sing for Supper, about 8 to Karina Mist, bridging the gap a little from Hasty Manor as they come to the second of the double now. Casey Boy 5 lengths in front of Brigade. The ambulance running the opposite direction at that fence is strange, but it didn't distract the runners. Glenleith nearly went back in the field, and on the turn at the end of a lap, Casey Boy 3 lengths Brigade, 1 to Waikato King, 2.5 for Sing for Supper. They'll have to be good to catch those. About 8 lengths Karina Mist, followed then by Hasty Manor, 3 to Glenleith, Tengahari, and about 8 to Mount Visco. They're bunching up a little, coming to the jump in the straight. Casey Boy about 3 or 4 lengths in front, draws to it. Got over it safely from Brigade, a length Waikato King. 2 to Sing for Supper. Karina Mist bridging the gap now, but jumping out at its fences. And then came Glenleith, Hasty Manor, Tengahari, Hard Ridden's 5 away, and Mount Visco last. Out of the straight, they've got 8 to jump. And the leader, Casey Boy, 2 to Brigade, travelling well, and a length Waikato King from Sing for Supper. Karina Mist 2 away at the head of the others, followed by Hasty Manor and then Glenleith, Mount Visco and Tengahari. They've packed up a bit. Brigade gets up on the inside as Casey Boy veers to the outside, coming to this treble again. Casey Boy about a length in front. Waikato King with a big jump, and Brigade have joined it as they go to the second of this treble, and Casey Boy tried to pull up at it. Got over it okay. Here's the last of the treble, and Waikato King went to the front from Brigade. Casey Boy tried to pull up again, but on the flat he's got a lot of pace, runs up to join the leaders. 3 to Sing for Supper, 3 away Hasty Manor, Glenleith, 6 to Karina Mist, Tengahari, and last Mount Visco. They head to the double near the 1,000. Casey Boy out in front again. 2 lengths to Waikato King, a length and a half Sing for Supper on the outside of Brigade as they go over that one. Waikato King getting up on the fence again. They're followed by Hasty Manor over the second of the double. Casey Boy a length and a half, Waikato King, 2 to Brigade. Then a length Sing for Supper from Hasty Manor, and a good gap to Glenleith, Karina Mist. Tengahari can't go at all from Mount Visco. 3 to jump up the side. Casey Boy in front, a length Waikato King travelling well, getting up on his inside at the third last now. They were followed 2 lengths away by Sing for Supper. Brigade made a mess of that and is being hard ridden from Hasty Manor, but Waikato King's the one you want to be on. Coming to the second last, he's gone to the lead from Casey Boy now. Draws to the second last, a length in front of Casey Boy, who hit it hard again. Brigade and Hasty Manor running on fairly well. Hasty Manor, it's the danger to Waikato King, if any, and dropping out Sing for Supper and then Glenleith. Waikato King came to the corner, 2 in front of Brigade now, getting his second wind and going up on the inside of Hasty Manor, and a gap to Glenleith. Waikato King led into the straight. Brigade pushed the other one off the track, Hasty Manor. Waikato King led a length at the last. He draws to it. He's over it beautifully, and Waikato King's going to win the Commonwealth Steeple. In second placing Hasty Manor, then Brigade, and Waikato King wins it 3 lengths. Second is Hasty Manor, Brigade third. Fourth, Mount Visco made up ground from Glenleith, Karina Mist, then Tengahari kept going at the one pace all the way near the rear. Sing for Supper stopped to a walk second last, and Casey Boy finished up at the rear of the field.
Fine exhibition of chasing by Waikato King at 7-4 favourite to defeat Hasty Manor at 66-1. And third placing going to Brigade there, and in fact those prices are incorrect. Waikato King was 11-4, Hasty Manor 40-1, Brigade 9-4. In the fourth, the favourite Cordelia 11-4.
Away they go. Long line began quickly near the inside, and Prince Amiri away well. Misty Leap showing plenty of speed with Thundershy out wide, and Cordelia up with them. Desperate Sweep nicely away too. And Beau Charades dropped back to the rear of the field with the Demazan and Zamgary just in front of them. Up by the 500 the first time, Thundershy out 2.5 lengths, Misty Leap, and 2 to Cordelia. 2 away, Prince Amiri racing on the outside with its mouth open, wanting to go faster from Long Line the Rails. 2 lengths to Desperate Sweep. 2.5 to Flying Socks, Fantasy Night, then Zamgary, followed by Beau Charade, and Demazan is last. 2100 out on the turn the first time. And here Thundershy led about a length to Prince Amiri, wanting to go faster as the rain pouring down now, and Prince Amiri has gone up to join Thundershy. Down towards the judge there together, 2 to Misty Leap and 1 to Cordelia on the outside. It was followed then by Long Line on the rails, 1 to Desperate Sweep and a half Flying Socks. They're out 3 lengths to Zamgary, joining Fantasy Night. Then Beau Charade, who was checked there, and last of all is Demazan. 1600 out. Prince Amiri took over for the young lass to lead about 2 lengths to Thundershy, a length and a half Misty Leap. Cordelia fourth on the outside of Long Line, and then a length Desperate Sweep handling the going okay. 1 to Flying Socks. Zamgary went up to join it, a length and a half Beau Charade trying to get out off the fence, and then Demazan and Fantasy Night whipped them in. Down to the 1300 in the pouring rain, and Prince Amiri a length and a half here to Thundershy. Misty Leap on the rails third from Cordelia, and a length further back Long Line. Then Zamgary continuing to go forward. A half Desperate Sweep, 1.5 further back. Beau Charade has got out off the fence now and making a run. Zan. Flying Socks is back to second last, and Fantasy Night won't go a yard, tailed off last. At the 1,000 metres, Prince of Mary about 3 parts to Thundershy and one away third. Zamgari continuing that run. But here they come. Damazan round the outside. Desperate Sweep out off the rails. And also now Beau Charade coming into that group of horses as they come up by the 800 corner. Prince of Mary tackled by Zamgari on the outside, and Desperate Sweep's gone around them now to go out after the leaders very quickly. Damazan is up there and Cordelier in the centre, almost 5 in line, and now Flying Socks getting out from Beau Charade under pressure. Up by the 500 they race. Zamgari a narrow leader. Cordelier tackling it from Desperate Sweep, and Damazan wider out. Still there Prince of Mary, and they've kicked right away from Flying Socks, who's struggling, and Beau Charade. Cordelier, Zamgari, Desperate Sweep, 3 in line around the turn from Prince of Mary, and as they come to the 300, Cordelier and Desperate Sweep drew a length in front of Zamgari, Prince of Mary. Cordelier got a head in front, straightens up about a neck in front of Desperate Sweep, coming at him on the outside. Might be going better. Desperate Sweep put his head in front of Cordelier at the 100, and they're well clear of Zamgari. It's Desperate Sweep, a neck in front of Cordelier in the run home, and Desperate Sweep kept going with the whippers, won at about a half neck to Cordelier. 2 1/2 thirds Zamgari. Prince of Mary battled on for fourth, and then Flying Socks, Misty Leap. Damazan was next. Long Line gave up very badly. Then came Beau Charade, and Thundershy has run last, and there's one just coming down the straight here now, Fantasy Night.
Vigorous ride by Gary Clark to land the prize on Desperate Sweep at 13-2 from the favourite Cordelier 11-4 and Zamgari at 5-1. The Van Heusen handicap was the first leg of the double yesterday of Moonee Valley Race 5, and Ranger's Son, the old galloper who looked very well weighted, was the popular pick at 9-4.
Racing. They jumped away in a good line. Roycroft well away, and also Paris of Troy, the grey, wider out. Mr. Nayab and Affected going fast. Albany Bay began nicely with Ranger's Son, and then Ripper's Dream in the centre. Roycroft, the leader, settling down. On its outside, Affected. Albany Bay out wider with Ripper's Dream, and a length to Ranger's Son, followed by Paris of Troy. Mr. Nayab in that bunch of horses. Gun Hill round the outside of them, about 4 deep from Fiery Fiend. 2 lengths to Soldier Shweek. They're followed by Lucifer Lad, well back with Benbury. 2 or 3 lengths General Strike and Long Range. At the 1,000, Roycroft a half length Albany Bay. Ranger's Son is trapped on the outside of them 3 deep, and one to Gun Hill up fourth now. They were followed closely behind those horses by Ripper's Dream at Affected, and they've got away 5 lengths to Fiery Fiend, Mr. Nayab, Soldier Shweek. Long gap to Lucifer Lad at the head of the others. Up by the 700, Albany Bay in front, and he's travelling well. 3 parts to Ranger's Son, Roycroft. They were followed by Gun Hill off the track. A length then to Affected from Ripper's Dream, and a good gap to Mr. Nayab at the head of the others from Soldier Shweek and Fiery Fiend, but Albany Bay got away. And coming to the 400, he shot 2 1/2 lengths in front of Ranger's Son. A length Affected starting to run on now, and then Ripper's Dream followed by Mr. Nayab running on very strongly from Gun Hill. They've grabbed Albany Bay quickly. Ranger's Son swept to the lead on the corner from Affected. Mr. Nayab running on strongly, trying to get a split in the centre. Ranger's Son led 2 lengths Affected into the straight. Mr. Nayab getting out near the inside. Ranger's Son clear. Mr. Nayab under the whip. The danger coming out after him from Affected. Ranger's Son in front. Mr. Nayab quickly picking him up near the line. Ranger's Son grabbed by Mr. Nayab in the shadows of the post, and Mr. Nayab gets up to beat Ranger's Son a neck. Third Affected, fourth Soldier Shweek. Lucifer Lad made up good ground next from General Strike, Fiery Fiend, Long Range. Then Ripper's Dream, Gun Hill, Albany Bay stopped to a walk from Roycroft, and about 15 lengths to Benbury and Paris of Troy.
Mr. Nayab landing some good wages at 13-2 to beat Ranger's Son, the 9-4 favourite, Affected third at 8s in the Van Heusen. In race number 6 on the card, and here we had equal favourites at 9-2, Crystal Mall and Powaka.
Racing. Malta a little slow on the inside. Gulliver's Lane away well with Brave Statement. Misty Tails began nicely. Lots of eyes looking for the lead, and Coupray is away very well. And so too is Top Act racing across from the outside. As they settle down, lots of ice led past the judge from Coupray, Malta, Gulliver's Lane on the inside. Top Act outside it from Misty Tails, Brave Statement and Narako. They were followed a little further back by Crystal Mel back in the centre of the field with Powaka. Bow Lane is back with those horses from Star Cove on the rails, and a length further back came the Jostler, and Matala's dropped out last as they go down the side of the course at the 1300. And lots of ice about a neck in front here at this stage down the side from Top Act. A length to Malta. Coupray handily placed fourth on the outside, followed by Gulliver's Lane, Narako, Misty Tails, Powaka. Then came on round the outside of the next bunch, Crystal Mel, improving but about 4 deep, Brave Statement. They're followed by Star Cove, taken to the outside, commencing a bit of a run. The Jostler well back out of it, and Matala last of all. At the 1,000 on this very slow track now, lots of ice, about 3 parts of a length clear. In second placing is Top Act, and they're followed closely by Coupray, going well from Mulk to Narako. Then came round the outside of those horses Crystal Mel. Back behind them, Gulliver's Lane, and there's one taking off round the outside now. Matala starting to put in a good run around the field, and they've bunched up considerably now. Lots of ice led at the 700. The challengers are coming out very wide on the track. Matala's gone up, and also with the leader now is Top Act. Top Act's just got its head in front, and here goes Coupray with a good run. They were followed further back by Crystal Mel. Coming up by the 600-metre mark now, and Top Act has taken the lead. Led about 3 parts, lots of eyes coming at it again, and here's Bow Lane round the outside with a very strong run. Coupray might have run its race, and then Crystal Mel followed further back in the field by Star Cove. On the corner they race now, and the leader still doing it well in front at this stage as Top Act. Turned for home, a length and a half clear of lots of eyes. Bow Lane can't go on with it. Brave Statement coming with a strong run down the outside. Top Act is clear. Brave Statement starting to fly. Top Act going up and down in the one place. Brave Statement's grabbing it quickly near the line. Top Act in front, won it. A half head to Brave Statement. Lots of ice third. Fourth, about 3 lengths away, Star Cove, and they were followed then further back in the field by Misty Tails. Behind it then was the Jostler on the outside of Crystal Mole, Gulliver's Lane, Narako. Poaka a long way back. Coupray stopped the walk. Bow Lane finished back near the tail after putting in that big run, and back with it was Mokhtar.
Yes, well, it's a big weekend for Gary Clark. He rode 2 winners at Moonee Valley yesterday, and his brother Mick is getting married today. Top Act 11-2, Brave Statement 20-1, Lots of Ice 11-2, Crystal Mall, Poaka the unplaced equal favourites. In race 7, the popular pick, Mirror Jacket 9-4.
Now they're holding them. They're away this time. Ikea jumped in the air and lost about 3 lengths at the start. Mirror Jack and Ramify bounced out in front of Orlandi Star. It's driving through to hold the inside from Havortic, and they were followed by Mersey Star, who's handily placed from Smart Ray when they settle down. Let's have a look. Ikea's tailed off. Family Pageant well back with Aiming at this stage, and also Notable Prince. Up by the 600, Ramifier, neck to Orlandi Star. Mirror Jack caught 3 deep, a length and a half. Mersey Star from Avortic, 2 to Smart Ray Aiming. Then Family Pageant, Notable Prince, and tailed off Ikea. Coming up by the 400 now, and Orlandi Star and Ramifier together, 1 length to Mirror Jack. They've got a big lead of 3 lengths on Mersey Star and then Avortic and Aiming. But on the corner, it looked in the first 3. Orlandi Star and Ramifier together, a length and a half. Mirror Jack struggling, and 3 to Mersey Star. In the straight, Ramify and Orlandi Star together. Ramify put its head in front of Orlandi Star. Down the outside, Mirror Jack battling on, but Ramify clear. Ikea flying home. It might be too late. Ramify in front. Ikea's going 10 to its 1. It might get up. It will get up. Unbelievable. Ikea, once a year performance to beat Ramify and Orlandi Star, and then came Aiming. Further back, Mersey Star. Next is Mirror Jack. They were followed by Havortic, behind it Smart Ray, Notable Prince, and last home in the field is Family Pageant.
Well, it certainly was unbelievable. Ikea, after hitting his head on the stalls, flying home at 8-1 to beat Ramify at 5s and Orlandi Star 11-2. Mirror Jack, the favourite, unplaced at 9-4. Punters threw in for a big win on Gay Tulip, the popular pick in the last at 7-4.
Racing. Caught them pretty well. Grey Sparks a little slow perhaps. Gay Tulip bounced out in front of Tangent's Daughter and Rose of Vengeance. Smart Little Lady racing towards the lead with Blue Grotto and Alcatrice, and on the outside Flame of Heaven. Then Royal Riband, and they're followed by Belle Châtain, well back Grey Sparks. Back with it is Fiery Winella and Ennisvale Lady last at the 1200 corner. Round there, Blue Grotto led 3 parts of a length to Flame of Heaven, a length Smart Little Lady, 2 to Alcatrice. 3 parts away, Gay Tulip, a length and a half, Rose of Vengeance. 4 lengths away, Royal Ribands. With it on the inside there, Tangent's Daughter. 3 or 4 lengths, Belle Châtain. A long gap away, Grey Sparks, Ennisvale Lady and Fiery Winella. As they go towards the 800 corner, Blue Grotto is still the leader. Had a break of a half length only from Flame of Heaven. 2 lengths to Smart Little Lady in the box seat. 1 and a half Alcatrice, and neck Gay Tulip the rails. 3 parts to Rose of Vengeance. 1 to Tangent's Daughter starting to make some ground. Then a length and a half further back, Royal Riband struggling, and a a long gap to Innisvale Lady, pull to the outside. Rose of Vengeance got clear, pull to the outside and shot around them at the 600 and took the lead. The DB $1,000 horse, and it joined Gay Tulip, who got up on the rails at the same time. Wonder Blue Grotto followed by Smart Little Lady under the whip, and they're followed by Alcatrice and then Innisvale Lady. But Gay Tulip's full of running. It raced away from Rose of Vengeance, and the top weight shot 3 lengths clear on the corner from Rose of Vengeance. Innisvale Lady running on pretty well at the head of the others, followed then further back Smart Little Lady, but Gay Tulip's a mile in front in the straight by 4 lengths to Innisvale Lady, coming home well from Rose of Vengeance. Gay Tulip well clear, it's going to win, and Gay Tulip goes on to win by 2.5 lengths. Innisvale Lady, Fiery Winella flashes up to get third, just in front of Rose of Vengeance, Alcatrice, then Royal Riband, a gap further back Belle Chatain, then Smart Little Lady, followed by Tangent's Daughter, Blue Grotto, Grey Sparks, and last home Flame of Heaven.
And the last favourite home, Gay Tulip 7 to 4, Innisvale Lady at 6s, and Fiery Winella third at 20 to 1. A check of the doubles yesterday. The extra double on 5 and 3, $25.95. Daily double also 5 and 3, $33, and the quadrella on 5, 5, 3 and 3, $1,184.60. In Sydney, the extra 6 and 13 paid $64.05. Daily double, a pair of 9s, $223.70. In Adelaide, the big meeting there, the extra double 7 and 2, $17.15. Daily double, Mighty Avenger taking out the Goodwood, 2 and 6, $115.85. In Brisbane yesterday, the double 3 and 8 paid $30.25. And of course, yesterday's meeting at Cranbourne was abandoned midway through the program due to heavy rain. That's racing yesterday from Moonee Valley. Back with the Greyhounds in just a moment.